Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Virgo. If Virgo is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. I know I was going too fast. I was like, let's go. So we have the 6 of discs, and that's all about success. So let's see, where are we winning this week? Where are things really coming together for us, Virgo? And now, if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. Also, if you want to hit the like button or leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. So we have a large S that also looks like a heart on this side, okay? So we have kind of a really big feeling of love. We have a key right up here. We have a little cherry right here. And I feel like there's a real sense of community here. Everybody kind of coming together to work on something that is going to benefit your direct community, your family, whatever collective group of people you kind of find yourself within. And I really feel like this is something in the physical world. It feels like maybe coming together, working on some kind of project. Maybe it's like yard work. Maybe it's building a shed or doing some kind of event with family members or chosen family, good friends, whatever it is. I feel like there's this real sense of sharing the load of work, okay? Which, you know, as a Virgo, is not always easy because we like to kind of do things our own way. We like to kind of be in charge, right? And this seems so evenly distributed that you can see it's everybody on an equal plane. There's not really any one person standing out here, okay? But I do feel like within this work, there's a lot of closeness. There is, and if you could imagine this, almost, it looks like a beehive. It looks like, again, like a heart. It looks like a home, an abode, right? Kind of some kind of like a yurt or a place that looks very warm. I just look at it and I think like, okay, so this reminds me of like a one room open space with like a fire on the inside in the middle. And so I do feel like this is maybe not that in the literal, but it feels like a meeting place, a place that everybody can kind of come together. So maybe it is that you're working on maybe like parents' house where everybody meets for the holidays. Maybe this is a family member who is like building on an addition or something, and they're going to be kind of, you know, the center of every like location where everybody kind of meets for things. Whatever it is, I feel like this is important to your current doings, like in life, right? Because it feels to me like there has also been maybe some almost conflict, possibly within your relationship, in the home, maybe at work, but somewhere that you spend a lot of time. And I don't know that this is anything like, you know, devastating, right? But I feel like there's just been this inability to kind of find some peace in this sector of your life. So going and being proactive in other parts of your life, right? Staying busy, being involved with people that you love and care about, that closeness. I could see that as being very therapeutic for a Virgo, right? We do. When we're just kind of lingering, ruminating, not really doing anything, our wheels are just kind of spinning, that's when we get ourselves into trouble, right? We need to be involved in something, feeling like there is some kind of purpose or goal or, something to be doing. So I do feel like it makes sense. It's like a measured reaction to having maybe a little less control in other places in our life. Okay. So we also have the number 22. And I'm trying to look at this. It looks like it says ear. E-A-R. Right down here. E-A-R. So I wonder if there has been something with your ear. Maybe sinuses draining. Maybe you've had an ear infection. Something like this. But it does seem like something bothering the ear. Now I want to find out about this key up here. We have the heart, we have and I'm looking at this and it really kind of almost feels like a relationship that started out not the best. Maybe there was like an initial attraction, they're, just kind of like hanging out, getting really involved, and a lot of turmoil in the beginning, trying to find like a place of connection, of a deeper understanding of one another. But it seems like a lot of stuff going on in the physical world. Maybe a lot of arguing. Listen, Virgo, and I can say this as a solar Virgo, right? Well, at least an August one. We love to argue. We love to fight. I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe not like total blowouts and destabilizing the household and that kind of thing. But yeah, rhetoric and debate and I don't think that we mind if people let us know that we're right about things. If we come out as being correct. But I think in this relationship, you've met with a person who is not uninformed, right? This seems like a person who is a fair match for you. And they don't kind of bend, to your will, which can be kind of maddening as a Virgo, I must say. But I think that it would be impossible to really be with somebody who isn't a little bit, it's not an opponent, but somebody that we can intellectually spar with, right? And I feel like as the relationship has gone on, it's broken into these deeper places of not only learning each other, learning more about each other's interests and likes and so on, but I feel like there is a real pushing each other to grow, right? To expand expand your own understandings of the world and your interests and so on. So I feel like it's a really good match here. I see a person here communing with the serpent. And the serpent is the bearer of knowledge, right? And so I feel like in this relationship, there is this real intellectual connection, okay? But I also think that it has evolved into really making sense in the physical world as well, right? It's not like you're just like academic colleagues or anything, right? But I feel like it's when, say, like your partner comes home and says, hey, I'm really interested in this, you know, and they have an exhibit in this museum in a city that's a few hours away, and oh my gosh, that would be really interesting to see. And you're the kind of partner that says, well, hey, let's plan like a weekend trip. Let's make this happen. I'm going to get everything together so we can go. And this is the kind of support and fostering of one another, of your interests, of your passions, of your desires pertaining to the pursuit of knowledge, right? And this is what makes this connection so much different than maybe any of the others that you've had, is that you feel like you're doing this together, yet still autonomous beings with your own wants and desires and interests and you know, streams of consciousness and so on. And so I see this being a place that you really bloom within this relationship. Now, this may be something that you have already. This may be something that you are coming into. It may be something that you seek, that you are praying for, that you are hoping, you know, one day. And maybe it's not the most important thing in your world right now, but in the back of your mind somewhere. And I see this really happening for you, okay? I see this being something that, well, it almost feels a little bit unavoidable, honestly. It feels like a home, you know? So let's look over here. I want to see kind of what else we have going on. I just have so much lint and cat hair everywhere. Okay, so we have a little pterodactyl, a little dinosaur right here. And it looks like we have a pterodactyl baby in a nest. Now, I don't know that they nested in that way. I remember seeing kind of animations of such things when I was a kid, but who knows, that was so many years ago. You know, their understanding of these dinosaurs and ancient beings has changed quite a bit. So I don't know if they do nest, but that's what this is showing me. And I feel like there is a sense of kind of the interior child here, the inner child, really kind of a place of finding something that speaks to this excitement, this profound interest, or is a real sense of exploration, of excitement. Yeah, I feel like there's such a renewal recently for you, looking for something to kind of immerse yourself in, calling out, right, to the universe. Show me the next thing, dear muse. You know, where shall I go with my time, with my efforts? And let's ask the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I want to see, can you give us any ideas? Which direction are we headed these next few days into this next week here? I'd really like to know, where is our heart being pulled. So I'm going to flip through. I'm going to stop where it feels right. Okay, originality. That makes sense. Yes. Birth. Okay, so creating something new. This will be something new. Some new pathway. Idealism. So yeah, I think, you know, for as earthy and as realistic as we can be as Virgos, we are also often romantics and kind of closeted, maybe utopian thinkers or wanters or desirers, right? And so that makes sense that there would be something idyllic, or at least a sense of it, an essence of it in our pursuit of creating something new in our life, right? Something, we're not going to create something we know is going to be a torture, right? Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. But let's see. What we're going to do 3 more. We'll do 3 more. Appreciation. Submission. Ooh. Okay. Publicity. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, of course, here's the thing with appreciation in Virgos is we could literally live off of appreciation. I think I could go on a full diet of being appreciated and I would be just like fine. I would, you know, I would be thriving, get all of my nutrients. Submission, let's look over here first. Let's just we'll put that one over there for a minute. But I do feel like, yes, this will lead to maybe you having some kind of public persona, some kind of public position, some kind of notoriety, right? Something, eyes on you. So I do see you doing pretty well with whatever this next project might be, okay? Might be a good time to start a channel, start your internet fame, right? And you might just end up getting on a little more than you imagine. Now, this submission, I don't know. I have a hard time thinking what that might be. I'm going to do one more card. We're going to see what this pairs up with. Manipulation. And one more, coral. Okay, I don't know. Maybe wherever you're going is causing some kind of disturbance within the relationship or within the home. It feels like maybe as you get on, your partner or maybe somebody in your life, they don't like it. You know, that maybe they're jealous. Maybe they don't know how to deal with it. You know, kind of trying to corner you into submission, but there's a quarrel there, right? There is a quarrel, and you're not going to allow, you know, for anybody to dull your shine, ultimately, right? And so I could see where we might get a little bit feral when somebody starts coming for us, even if it is... Oh, excuse me, honey. My throat here is so dry, I don't know what that sound was. Yes, I said this is the evening, but I'm actually up early in the morning. It feels like it. It feels like it's still, you know, 4 in the morning. But yeah, this is my first reading. I'm warming up here. I was recording in the early in the morning all summer. And then as school started for my daughter, I've switched back to later on. And so doing this, I sometimes on the weekends, depending on my husband's recordings. Shout out to my husband over at Dove and Serpent Tarot. He has been working early in the morning. So as you can hear, I am like, man, I haven't haven't been up to work at 5 in the morning in a few weeks, or well, maybe it's been a week and a half, whatever. I was like struggling. I still wake up really early, but I'm not, you know, I'm not up using my brain completely, right? All right, let's see. We have number 23. Number 23 for our first lucky number. Number 41. 23, 41. Ooh. 13. Number 13. Okay. So then we're just going to finish off with our inner child oracle cards. Okay, and this will punctuate the reading. And I'm just going to flip through. I'm going to stop where it feels right. Number 17. Go on an adventure. Today is the day to try something daring. Today is the day to try something daring. All right. My daring act today is just going to be letting things go. You know, just not dwelling in things that are out of my control. I feel like I've been having a little bit of trouble doing that in the last like month or so. And I had shared, I don't know, a few weeks ago maybe, all these, the days, the weeks, they all blur together. They're so busy, right? I bet you're so busy as well. It just, it all goes together. But yeah, I don't know. I have been feeling bummed out. I just can't seem to shake it all the way. And just feeling a sense of, I don't know, you know, just really affected by even the smallest things and not really easily letting go of feeling bad about things or negatively. And I don't like that, you know. Who wants to live like that? I know I don't. This is upside down. We don't read inverted here, but that was upside yeah, so I don't know. Maybe you've been feeling similar, maybe not, but yes, I'm working actively, and that's my little bit of courageousness, is to not cling to my icky, stinky feelings. Just because I feel them doesn't mean they're true, right? So, yeah, anyways. It's beautiful outside. I hope you get to go and enjoy your day or evening or whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it really helps the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. Also, if you want to leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. I read them all. So anyhow, I love you. Take care of yourself. We will talk in a few days. Good night. Good night. Good night.